That's what it says. These hoes just won't stop. So, follow me on Instagram. You need to follow me on what you call it. Oh, he already followed me on YouTube. Okay, let's make this call. Lord have mercy. Let me show y'all. They hit me in my head earlier. I did a post on that. Okay, anytime I lift my arm up, I block their device. But when I lay it back down, this is what happens. So that means their electromagnetic device is still attached to my body. I'm trying to keep this out of the sun somewhat. Okay. Make sure I get y'all. They already working on the skies. I hate this girl stole my stand. That's probably why she's dead. You can't steal from a child of God. God not playing with y'all no more, stealing from me. Yeah, God's not playing no more with you guys stealing from me. Let's try that. Better still. Let's go this way. So the sun's not too hot. The phones can't take this sun. Only people that walk in God's light can take his sun. They hitting me right now in the top of my damn head. Hitting me right now in the top of my head. Because they got to make sure I'm fucking radiated. Bitch, I'm reporting your ass while you're on the phone. Because I know you hear me. You're always on my damn phone. You've been on it since the 90s. Fuck you. How about that? And fuck off. Oh God, fuck you up. You're flooding in Florida now, bitch.
Your call will be
Keep it up.
Your call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes.
Keep it up, bitch.
You may hear me. Please stay on the line as your call is transferred.
You gotta watch a lot of these cars that are coming through. Because, I don't know if they're hitting me in or not. Like I said, Collin County trying to take my ass up out of here. Hello?
Yeah, thank you for calling the Veterans Military Crisis Line.
Is this Jay? I'm gonna call back because I don't want to get you. Are they transferring my damn line to his ass or what? I don't like you. Why are you always answering the phone? Are you transferring my shit to your ass? You can put that shit on the phone. Y'all do a whole lot of shit. Did it when I was in that hotel. Stealing my damn ID, my debit card. Hoes put a reservation in my name. What me and my sister need with 2 rooms? Plus, we put it in her name.
Monitored for quality assurance purposes. During the silent transfer,
so who got my card information and made a reservation in my name?
CCL responder.
I don't want to talk to him. Talk to him this morning. Give me somebody new. I didn't like him no way.
Thank you for calling the Veterans Military Crisis Line. This is Heather. How can I help you?
Heather? Yes. I'm under attack. I'm under attack right now. That's why I'm having to reach out to you, because your government and my hometown popos or county here in Texas wants to seem to take me out over my stuff. So for the past 6 years, they've been aiming weapons. For the past 32 years, I've been targeted. I only had to start reaching out to you guys when they started burning my damn feet with their government weapons. Electromagnetic radiation, have I spoke to you before?
No, I don't think so.
You never heard this story before, right? Okay.
No, I don't think I've spoken to you.
Okay, Heather. Listen, I also be live when I'm talking to you guys because I'm documenting. At this point, I'm documenting. Now, I am, right now I am currently parking out. I'm going to call it that instead of camping out because I'm not at a campground and I don't want y'all to confuse that. I am sitting in my hometown neighborhood, which I get harassed every time I move here by the Plano police. They've done so much the past 26 years. Or the first 26 years, and then in 2017 they started aiming weapons. Now that's gone a little bit too far. Now, I did not work 50 years in this country. I did not accomplish all the things that I have accomplished during my 50 years of working. I did not go through the back door in Plano. I did not join the military. I did not do the things that I have done in life to even want to harm myself. Let me go there so you'll know. I've never had any intentions of harming myself. What I'm having is people trying to harm me over something that belongs to me, and they've known about it for 32 years. Now they're aiming weapons. And I think it's really disgusting of America to aim weapons, first of all, at me, who served the country and not a criminal. I'm not a drug addict. I don't drink. I'm not on any medicine. And I don't take any medicine. I'm a healthy person for my age, 67, almost 68 in July. Now, I'm really getting tired of being burnt on my feet with their ray gun or their direct energy weapon, which is why I had to reach out to you guys about 6 weeks ago when we had that snow and ice, and I went and got a room. If I want to get a place, I can get a place. I'm not worried about that right now. I don't want a place to be tortured in because that's what they were doing, torturing me in places that I'm paying for. And that's, ridiculous for me to be paying to be tortured or perhaps killed. So I park out now in a spot in my neighborhood in the community that I grew up in the 50s. Now, I don't know why I know why they have so much hate against me, because it's because of God, and they rather take me out than tell you guys, so you can get your house in order. You have any questions?
Thank you for explaining all that. I was just making sure that, so it sounds like, Kathy, you park out because you feel like, are you safe when you do that? Is that what you're saying?
I'm never safe because they follow me everywhere I go, even to stores, and I get hit with weapons. So I'm never safe.
There now.
I have a lot of faith, but I'm never safe. But they surround me and follow me, everywhere I go, everywhere I lived. I moved from Dallas back to my hometown about 1.5 years ago. And like I said, my hometown was the ones who came after me. And really it started in 91, okay, because they stole some information that belonged to me. And then they falsely accused my son, had a videotape of the people, but they still charged my son. So it kind of put me in a injustice battle, okay? And, going through all of that, I did not know why they were doing that. When you have evidence and you're still doing wrong, it wasn't my battle. So that's why I say I know it's them, because every time I move home, I get harassed by the police. And then when they started hitting me with the weapons, the first thing in 2017, they burnt my birthmark. They started burning my birthmark, turned it into a sore. So I document and I photograph and I video. In 2019, they burnt both of my feet. Now, you know, you sitting in your home relaxing and somebody's aiming a weapon, burning your feet. I have police reports. They have evidence. But for 6 years, somehow, no one wants to do anything about this. So now I am forced to use my certificate of weapons and go and arm myself in a way so I can defend myself, because I'm not going to continue with the weapons and the harassments that I have been getting, and no one is doing their job to stop the criminal activity because they're all involved. And that's why it's still ongoing 6 years. So this is one of the things that I do to help me get through the weapons when they're hitting me. They hit me in the top of my head. They hit me in front of my head. My veins will start popping out, you know, swelling real big. That's what the radiation does. I told you before, I'm a healthy person. It also swells my tonsils, so I may be a little hoarse, because they also radiate me while I'm sleeping. You know, I get hit with the ray gun or laser. Even caught a couple at a convenience store while I was in the store aiming a laser, turned my foot up, and I thought it was really the other people, but my niece was taking pictures of it. So I got pictures of them. I reported that, added that to my police report. Nothing has been done. You know, VA has even reached out to the police to try to get them to talk to me, but I don't want them talking to me when they're the ones sending the hitmen out here, which I post as well, to aim weapons.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So you know, had it not been for my faith, I wouldn't have, you know, lasted this long, especially after they maliciously destroyed my only child. You know, I don't know why they don't want to tell you what God is doing, you know, so you can decide your fate. But you see, he's whirling a lot of tornadoes out on y'all. You know, we call them whirlwinds, Jeremiah 30:23-24. You know, when the government is not obeying God, you know, they can say whatever. They can think man doing all this. Man is not doing things. God is pouring his wrath up on the earth and have been probably since Katrina. So, you know, they can keep playing games with people, but they're not going to insult my intelligence or defame my character, because I have a degree, a business degree. I had my own business for almost 16, 17 years. I've done a lot of things in my life. So what I would like to do is just relax and retire like I am retired, getting my retirement pay and my VA disability, because I get paid for being cold. It's called Raynaud's, if it's not showing on the screen. I have found too that VA has fraudulently put some stuff on my record saying I'm a habitual drug abuser. I don't know where they get that from, because they have no evidence of that. I don't know how anyone could hold a job as long as I've held jobs and be a habitual drug abuser. I would like to see some evidence on that, where I was in and out of rehab, because that's what drug abusers do. You know, who would falsify that? Well, I tried to take care of that in 2019 when I had to go to the emergency room, and then they want to insult my intelligence. When you're looking at my big swollen burnt foot. So they called down the psychiatry doctors, and I showed them all the evidence, and they went back and told that doctor to treat my foot as a burn and let me go. You know, stop playing. Why are they playing games with people's lives?
Kathy, I honestly, I don't know, but it's beyond frustrating. And you mentioned a couple times your faith, and I'm glad you have that. And, you've mentioned that that's kind of what keeps you going. And you also mentioned your niece. So do you have family and a friend supports too helping you through everything that's going on?
No, I don't. No. I don't know. Did I mention niece? I may have said something else. But
Okay, yeah. Someone was recording. I thought you said niece. Maybe I heard you wrong.
oh, okay. No, no, I don't have a lot. You know, at my age, a lot of my family are deceased now. I was taking care of my sister for 2 years. She suffered a stroke in 2020 and paralyzed her whole left side. And then while I'm taking care of her, do you know these people are so cruel? They were burning her leg as well with the ray gun. My sister, no, after the lease was up, and then, they did a lot of corruption in that too, because like I say, they always mess with my housing and go to the landlords and get them not to renew the lease. So I'm always finding myself moving all the time, even when I pay on time, which I have been, was. And then when they burnt my feet in 2019, I had to leave the place because I got somebody stalking, aiming weapons in my house. So I moved to another complex. I got out of that because it was in the agreement. If you're stalked, you can move or get out of the lease. So I moved to my next place, and these devils follow me there. So, I can't, anywhere I go, they're going to follow me and invade my privacy. And since the government's part of it, that's why it's still ongoing. Nobody's going to stop it. I've been trying for years because I could have got a weapon in 2018. That's when I got my certificate to bear arms. I've been trying to get the criminal activity stopped the legal way, but they're forcing me right now because I'm surrounded right now with jets and drones. And if you watch 60 Minutes on the ray gun, it shows you how they attach their weapon to the jet and aim it at the target, or even just somewhere sitting and can aim it at me, So nobody wants to do anything about it. So that forces me to go and bear arms. And when I do that, I'm not telling anybody. Of course, they'll be watching me, so they'll know, whatever I do and when I do it, it's my business. I'm a grown ass woman. I would just like to get my groove on.
Right, and I am sorry that you're going through all that, it sounds like you're kind of going through, the measures as best you can, right? Like constantly moving, being aware. You mentioned like recording, what I mean? So like you're taking, you're documenting and you're taking precautions as best you can.
Right.
But again, it goes back to the reality. This is what's going on, right? And how do you kind of move past this? And, and I don't know if anyone really has the answers for that besides, you're doing what you need to do right now.
Yeah, that's,
it's unfortunate that this is happening.
Yeah, they'll get off of me sometimes, release me. They may not release the radiation, but they will release the ray gun, the direct energy or ray gun when they are burning my foot, But, it's really a shame that this country has gotten to where it is after God has blessed us so much, and then they're coming against God. It's all over a sun, moon, and stars. And let me show y'all how it was. The people on live, see this big demonic cloud over the sun? It's absolutely ridiculous. Every time they do that, God's going to form it into a tornado and put it back on them. So I don't understand why they keep doing that stuff. They're costing people lives and things that they worked hard for because they won't obey God, your government. And it's sad because God can wipe out everybody just like that. And this has been 32 years. God can show up any day now. No man knows.
Yeah.
And they've been after me 32 years. First of all, I'm not a liar. All liars are going to the pit. At my age, you think I'm trying to lie and go to the pit? I'm trying to get to the palace. And I want a lot of people to go to the palace. But the government keeps attacking me and trying to stop me. Move that mess. They know I can move that dark cloud. Come on, God, move that mess. I appreciate some of practically a lot of y'all that I speak to on here because, not having family support, which I've never had family support in 32 years, in this battle that I'm in. So the only support I have had is God, So that's why I'm so strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I'm so strong.
How would you support yourself today? Like with the attacks and the radiation?
I'm on live right now. I'm on live and sharing with some of the people, that what God is doing and just trying to encourage, because there are other people being hit with this weapon. So I also try to get on here and encourage other TIs, don't commit suicide. Just wait. God is up to something, just bear with it. Get ice packs. I try to encourage other people like you do.
And Kathy, you mentioned you've never had those thoughts of suicide. So does that mean no thoughts today?
None. The only thoughts I have today is defensive mode. That's the mode that I'm in.
Absolutely.
That's the mode that I am.
That's understandable.
That's the mode that I have, mood that I have been in for 32 years. I've been having to defend myself from these people. But, aiming the weapons, that's a little bit too far,
Right.
That's a bit much.
I appreciate you explaining it all to me, because like I said, I don't think we've chatted, so I appreciate taking the time and letting me know kind of everything that you've been going through.
Yeah, and see, God is the one, and I guess my spiritual family. But see, I was already a faith person. God had already started drawing me back to him in the 80s when I lived in Houston. I was with a building company, and we built like Frito-Lay National Headquarters. We built the Memorial Northwest Hospital in Houston, Astro World. I wasn't on that team for Astro World, but for Memorial Northwest Hospital, I was. So I lived in Houston, about 6 years, So I don't understand why Plano police keep trying to defame my character and run around here telling people I'm crazy. And I had to threaten them. I say, and talking about go take your meds, stuff like that, being arrogant. I said, this is what I had to do. Dallas too, because they both work together. I had to tell both of them, if you don't have any evidence of me taking any medicine, if that comes out of your mouth again, I'm going to sue you, because you have no evidence of that. So stop saying it as to insinuate that I have a mental problem because you can't accept what God is doing in my life. Y'all see me move that devil cloud, breaking that cloud up over the sun? That's one thing that they're doing, spending taxpayers' dollars. And I found out from a lawyer who's representing some people in Austin, that area, that are targeted, that are being hit with these weapons, that the CIA are the ones orchestrating it. So now I know it'll never stop. So that means I got to defend myself by any means necessary. They trying to kill me.
Is there anything I can help you with today?
You did it already. And I thank you, because you were a good listener and you showed more compassion than I had to call back because I didn't want to talk to one guy. But I called back and got you, Heather. Well, but I appreciate you.
Kathy, okay?
I'm hanging in there, and I appreciate you. They got off me a little bit with the radiation, so my veins are not popping out as much.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, when I call y'all, so it does help calling you guys sometimes. So I have to do what I have to do.
We're here to support.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And
all right, Kathy, you take care now.
And you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye now.
Bye. See, I'm not playing with DOD. I'm not playing with Plano. I'm not playing with none of these hoes. Stop trying to play me when it's your ass who need meds messing with God. See how I just said move that shit, y'all? Look at it. You don't see it now, do you? See, we have to believe, y'all. We have to believe that we have power in turn, and we have to have faith, mustard seed faith, that we can move mountains. We can move any witchcraft. See, this devil doing evil against God. They don't care. And even Trump, he's now a TI. They've been targeting him, them demon rats. But I got both of them coming against me, I'm sure, because Bush was a Republican. And state of Texas, it's Republic. But we were Republicans, black people. I don't know why they let that devil LBJ who killed Kennedy, I feel had something to do with it. Because I was in, what, third grade? Huh. Y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know. You know, I was looking back the other day when I grew up. I spent like a dime or a nickel or a quarter for a big ball of soda. Now we paying what, $3, damn near $4 for one little 20 ounce? Look, they mad because I moved their mess. Look at it. Off the glory light. I should have left it over there and gave a little shade. Next time I'll just let it stay and it'll shade my phone. Yeah. Are any of y'all being targeted or hit with these weapons? Because, you know, they have microwave weapons too. That's why, you know, we don't need a permit, because they have weapons y'all not going to see, but I guarantee you're going to feel. Shoot, they can burn up a jet, a Cessna. That's one of their demonstrations of showing about this weapon. The military. Burning your hands. Yeah, it's a lot of us being targeted, and don't think they don't know us. They know exactly who we are. They've been watching us for years. You know, they know who we are. If you know what, the only thing I found to work for me on the ray gun and the lasers, and if I would have had an ice pack, maybe the direct energy weapon, I'm not sure about it. What did I do? Because I had to do a lot of research to figure out how to protect myself. But then I thought, why am I having to go out and spend money over some evil hoes? Okay, aiming weapons. No, I'm not going out buying all that mess. I'm getting ready to fight your ass back. Yeah, I'm just real. I'm the DOZ from the BIBLE. In case you don't know, that's Daughter Zion. I'm under attack, have been for 32 years because of God's prophecy that I have been fulfilling. Like I told this lady, I don't understand why they won't tell y'all. You know, I guess they don't want y'all to know God chose a black woman. Apparently, I don't know why they're not telling y'all so y'all can get your house or hearts. I say heart in order with God, since he tries the hearts. You know, I don't know why they won't tell you. It's that you have to ask them. Instead, they rather take me out, you know. Let me see if y'all got any questions for me. I really was just trying to chill out, you know, today. I haven't even had any coffee. Well, I can't pull up the messages. There we go. Yeah, is it Skank? You being targeted too, burning your hands. It's probably a laser, man. They have people aiming lasers. I posted it on my newsfeed on Facebook. This guy, my niece, caught aiming a laser. He was turning me up in 7-Eleven too, y'all. I called DOD at the camp. Hey, if you're going to hit me with weapons in the store, I'm going to call your ass in the store. Get that weapon off my foot. Oh, yeah, I've tried everything. Aluminum didn't work. It made it hotter. To me, it did worse. But they have some special EMF, I think, protection you can get at Home Depot or something. They have some for that. But I'm not going out spending no money to protect myself when all they have to do is stop the criminal activity. Now, if you want to go to war, we can go to war, America, because I'm a warrior, the daughter of the troops, Micah 5:1, and you know that. And you know God already stated in Micah 4:13 that I will beat in pieces many people. That's why he created me the way that I am. You know, he created me to go through affliction. And out of that affliction, I'm going to be ending up being the tower of the flock. Y'all just have to read Micah 4, you know, because we are in the latter days. You know, God had to explain to me why he what he wrote in my left hand. He had to explain to me a lot of things. So I know scriptures because God gave me the scriptures, the Holy Spirit, not man. All man's been doing and woman is fighting me. And I've been a loner all my life. When I had my child, I just had one child. So it's just been my son and I, Jason and I. And God told me to call him that because I didn't have boy names. Hell, I thought I was having a girl. So when I woke up, I said, God, I don't have no boy names. I had girl names. I wasn't thinking about no boy. And I had a boy. And so that's when I heard the Spirit say, name him Jason. And come to find out, it's written in the Bible. So now I kind of understand why this Holy Spirit had me. Y'all don't understand. I've always had to go. All my life, I've gone to God for direction, for guidance. Okay. I think it's in Acts. Anybody named Jason, you can find your name in Romans and Acts. Let me see. I always forget it. My son was so happy to see his name in the Bible when he was younger, because I gave him his Bible first grade. I bought him a Bible. And when he, first grade, he's starting to read and, so he got his first Bible in first grade. I always forget the scripture. I wrote it down one time, but Lord knows where I wrote it down at. Acts. I know it's in Acts and Romans. My Bible is so messed up too, y'all. It's falling apart. I really need to get a new teaching Bible. But I'm afraid if I do, I won't find what I need. And with this one, I've gotten used to it. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Okay, maybe I'm getting close now. Oh, I thought it was in. I know it's in here. It's in here several times. I just can't find it because they be really stressing me out with these weapons, man. I'll find it one day and I'll give it to you guys. I'll write it down where I can find it. If anyone's name is Jason, your name is in the Bible. In fact, it's not pronounced Jason. It's pronounced Jason or Hassan, because the J would be silent, or Hassan or something like that. But when God showed me that his name was in the Bible, it took me back to giving birth to him. But, he was not a bad kid. He was he was a very good kid. I didn't have any problems with my kid. In fact, people didn't even know he would be in his room. He was a quiet person. Now, God, I don't know what they turned him into. I really don't. They totally destroyed his mind, his mental. And then I want to push him back on me because they really programmed him to fight me, to keep strife going in your home. That's what they do. They, especially single parents, they go after the child, right? And then they teach the child or program the child to stir up strife, come against the parent. These people are really cruel. And they got my son really when I lived in Duncanville. Because he went to school. I never let my son go to school upset. Because he wouldn't be able to focus on his he wouldn't be able to focus on his studies if he went to school upset. So I never let him go to school upset so he could focus on his studies. But he come home one day, I don't know what they did. He come home one day, Lord, he was a totally different person. Real talk. Fighting me, doing stuff. What is wrong with you? What happened? You know, that's what I'm saying. What happened to you? This young lady here, she's gonna be in real trouble with us. This young lady, my niece that I helped, that brought roaches and bed bugs in my home. And then she kept starting stuff with me, you know, disrespecting me in my home. I don't know what her problem was, but I found out she had a devil in her. Because when she left, the devil left. I could close my sister's door normally again. And she's running around here, running off at the mouth. I found one of them, y'all, in Romans 16:3. Bad-mouthing me to people. Well, since she's been doing that, a lot of things has been happening to her, but she doesn't recognize her own faults and why she's experiencing the things that she's going through. Because I'm the elder, you're the niece. You need to show respect, period. If I'm not disrespecting you, I welcome y'all in my home. And that's the way that, you know, you treat me the same night she moved in, raising hell. Accusing me of stealing something. First of all, I'm a child of God, so I don't steal. Oh, she just acted a plumb fool like a mama. Okay? Because her mama fought me all my life. My brother, it was the second and fourth child that fought me all my life. My brother and her. All my life. I even had to rescue her out of a fight. She was a fighter. I wasn't. I was a quiet person. And I tell people this. While they were after Dick, I was after my diploma. At 16. Because I graduated when I was 17. Romans 16, verse 21. Timotheus, my work fellow, and Lucius, and Jason, as Jason, and Sosipater, my kinsman, salute you. See, his name is Bible. In fact, let me do it this way and get it out of the sun. So, oh shoot, you can't see it. Can you see it? I spelt it just like that. But see how the umlaut is there? And there's I know it's in Acts somewhere. I just haven't found it in Acts. But my son, when I showed him that when he was younger, you should have saw how happy he was. Mama, my name's in the Bible. He was really happy to see his name in the Bible. Well, I told him, you know, that's what God told me to call you because I didn't have any girl names. I really didn't. That's the truth. You know, like I said, I've never been a good liar. Really, I've never been a good liar. Ever. I would always get caught up. So that's why I don't lie, you know, because I'm not a good liar. Oh, I have to find it later in Acts. I think it was Acts. I'm pretty sure it was. But at least I found one of them. I have to go through and find the other one. In Acts. I just can't remember the scripture. I've had to memorize. God had me say, okay, write it down or memorize it. In 2005, after he was doing stuff right, he was saying, write it down or memorize it. So I was writing down and memorizing. And then when they started coming in my places, I just decided not to write anymore because they were stealing information, stealing things. And so I just kind of learned to remember, or if I write it down, I keep everything with me, so they don't go in my home and be stealing stuff. They have done a lot, even Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo was taking my personal checks that I was paying my bills with, bouncing them. And do y'all know they had the nerve to be putting them back in my account, depositing them in my personal checks you redeposited after you bounced it? Why didn't you pay it? The money was there. No, they were trying to uck up my account, make it hard for me, have me stressing out, They've done a lot. Y'all really don't know. So I went to 5 banks because my personal checks was showing as if I deposit. Why would I deposit a personal check that I'm paying a bill to? I went to the light company too and showed them what they were doing. And they didn't charge me any fees or nothing because they had bounced their check. So I had evidence that they had bounced their check, redeposited as if I deposited my own personal check that I'm paying a bill to. It was showing on the front of my statement. It was showing on the front of my statement that my personal checks, and it was making my income more than what I was making. So I go to 5 different banks, 5 different locations. Nobody could tell me nothing, but God took care of their ass. They got busted. It was years later, but that's why we have to patiently wait on the Lord, because I just gave them to God when no one could tell me what was happening with my account. Why were they bouncing my checks and then redeposit them? Or deposit them. You don't deposit checks that I'm paying bills to. My rent. I think it was like my rent, my car payment, and my utilities. Just another form of harassment. So y'all may want to watch out for that, because they will go after your finances. Okay? Just have a keen eye, because I kept saying, why is my stuff bouncing? When I knew I don't write checks unless I got the money in them, because I don't like paying NSFs. So I was adamant about that. And I could not figure out why my stuff was bouncing. So one Saturday, I just sat in my bed and I got all my statements. And I started going through. And then the Holy Spirit said, there it is. And I say, thank you, Holy Spirit. Because I know something crooked was going on. And sure enough, that's what they were doing. Stealing my money, really, because you shouldn't have even given me an NSF. These people are a piece of work. Y'all got to have your eyes open. You got to be awake. You do. You got to keep looking up. No matter what the devil doing. See, they mad. They mad because I got rid of that big old demonic ass cloud they had over there. Well, we can get rid of witchcraft. Speak over it. I've been doing it. God taught me how to do that. He taught me how to do that, and to also use my left hand that he wrote in, That's what I was asking him when I lived in Garland. That's when he first started revealing things to me. And in 2005, I moved to a different place. And that's when he started revealing the sun, moon, and stars. He didn't reveal that first. He revealed what was written in my hand first. And in the spirit, not with ink. So it's not going to look like no tattoo. Okay? So then when he was sending me to the Potter's house, right? In 2005, 6, 7, I think I went up till 2008, I believe, until he removed me because they weren't hearing and they were treating me like shit. And God wasn't having it. After he had me give them monies. Well, I was self-employed. I was making good money. But God told me to give them a Pacific amount. Okay? It wasn't a lot. So I did all that. I did everything God told me to do. Even when he first told me to call him, call this church, and I go, that's a big church. First, y'all really don't know. I was going to a little church called Friendly Wayside because I wanted to be in church when God was doing after God did this stuff in my left hand. And I was already anointed before I went to church, staggering and stuff. Because a lot of times I had church at home in my room. And I spent a lot of time in my secret place. Okay, a lot of time on the weekends. And sometimes, during the week, maybe if I didn't have a customer that day, But, I was giving them good paying tithes and offerings. I wasn't shortening God, I was paying, I've been paying tithes and offerings since I was a little girl. And so I just don't understand sometimes, y'all. I just don't. But, let me get back to the old days in the 50s and 60s, too. We were only paying like a quarter or a nickel for same size y'all getting, in fact, bigger. They've reduced the size and charged more. But that's economics for you. The more people, the more populated, the more things increase. But yeah, to pay $3 or so, over $3, $2.99, is that what they charge them now? They went from $1.99 to $2.99 now. Eggs, what, $18 or something? Somebody was saying. America's just, they know what time it is, and they know their time is short for ruling. They know exactly what God is doing. I'm going to take my phone out of this heat. They know exactly what God is doing. And I just don't understand the evilness or wickedness that come from a people who won't even inform their own people what God is doing. Oh, it's 48 minutes. I've spent too long. Anywho, I'm going to shut it down. Y'all have any questions? Let me make sure y'all don't have any questions. I'm bad about this because I'm really bad about doing live. It's like I said, what happened to Jason? What happened to Jason? They totally maliciously destroyed my only child. Drugged him while he was in jail. They just mind controlled him, voice to skull him. They just totally destroyed him. Yep, they went after him so he could keep strife in the house. See, if they figured if they kept me full of strife, I wouldn't have time to focus on God. But see, it backfired because they didn't know me. And if you don't know me, then the things that you're plotting may not work. Plus, they didn't know the God in me. I don't know if they even knew God started drawing me back in the 80s when I lived in Houston. He took me away from this wretched-ass family and got me by myself. It was just me and my son. And, it's just one of those things. I might as well go another minute, make it even 50 minutes or a few more seconds. But I hope y'all having a wonderful day. I don't wish evil on anyone except my haters, because they trying to kill me. Otherwise, I love everyone. I don't care what your color is, but we have to get the colors right, America, and you know that. So stop trying to cover up your lie about you being white, born pure. Ain't nobody born pure on God's earth, and you know that, and you knew that. And you think it wasn't going to come back to hunt you? Wrong. You reap what you sow. When you tell the truth, you don't have to keep telling lies. Amen. DOZ out, and y'all have a blessed day.